My name is Deb Patterson. I'm running for state senator in District 10 because I believe it is time for change. I'm not originally from Oregon, but my husband's family has lived in this area for generations, and I want to do all I can to help Oregon be safe, strong, and thrive in the years to come. I'm running because I believe that everyone should have access to affordable, quality health care. We need to manage pharmaceutical cost increases which are driving up healthcare expenses for those with private insurance, Medicare, and the Oregon Health Plan. I'm coming to this race with 20 years of experience in healthcare advocacy. I ran an international health organization for a decade which worked in 23 countries around the world. I headed up a health organization here in the Pacific Northwest and was founding vice president of a children's health foundation which championed healthy lifestyles and access to care. I'm running because our schools are overcrowded and more than a quarter of Oregon's high school students do not graduate in 4 years. Our young people need more access to vocational technology programs, and for those who choose college, from community college through graduate school, it must be more affordable. I'm coming to this race as the mother of 2 young adult children, one with special needs and one in college. So I've seen firsthand the challenges our kids face in schools and in those transitional years into the workplace. We need to help small businesses thrive so that we can grow more living wage jobs and make housing more affordable for all. We need to hold large corporations accountable to pay their fair share for the cost of educating their workforce and providing services such as libraries, roads, hospitals, and police and fire departments that make Oregon's communities such great places to live. I'm coming to this race as someone who has run an organization with 50 employees and knows how to be fiscally responsible for staff and the bottom line and still give back for the common good. Finally, I'm running because we need to stand up at the state level to protect our environment and human and civil rights for all those who live and work in Oregon. I believe we can and must have clean energy jobs with good wages that will help mitigate the effects of carbon emissions and which will be a savvy investment for the present and for our future. And we must stand up for our dreamers and for sensible gun laws. I give the incumbent great credit for the spunk, grit, and tenacity she has shown over the years. And if I were convinced that the incumbent in this district was truly representing the views of the majority of the citizens of this district, I would not be running in this race. In my view, related to education, unlike the Republican senator from Salem, I would have voted for appropriating excess revenue to the Education Stability Fund, for tax credits for contributions to college scholarships in the Opportunity Grant Fund, and for in-state tuition for undocumented Oregonians. Related to seniors, I would have voted for establishing the Oregon Retirement Savings Board and for penalties for financial advisors who take advantage of seniors and people with disabilities. On gun safety, I would have voted for criminal background checks on private gun sales and for closing the boyfriend loophole. On consumer rights, I would have voted for net neutrality, for prohibiting discrimination in selling, renting, or leasing property, and for the Toxic-Free Kids Act, which requires manufacturers to disclose dangerous chemicals used in children's toys and their clothes. Don't you agree? It's time for change. Friends, I stand for health care for all, for strong schools that help kids develop the skills they need to thrive in our 21st century economy, for affordable vocational and college programs that lead to good jobs, and for legislation that values and defends all of Oregon's residents and Oregon's unparalleled environmental assets. Friends, I am committed to representing all the people of this district to help our communities stay safe, strong, and to thrive. You can learn more about my campaign at www.debpattersonor.org. Thank you for your support.